Hey guys, it's Mario, the founder of WKTL, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the gameplay for WKTL and how it works. Quick summary, first starting off with the boards. Bullseye 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kill shots can be hit twice in the match, and those are worth 8 points. The game of knife throwing for WKTL involves 2 different rotations. The first set of throws is going to be from the 10-foot line. That is a 1 rotation throw. So you do 5 throws from there, then you do your secondary throws from a much more difficult distance, which is a minimum of 15 feet, but that's a 2 rotation throw that you're throwing back there. So we're going to start off first with the knives. I'm not going to get into the detailed specifications because they're in our rules, but in order to throw WKTL, you must throw WKTL knives or WKTL certified knives. In my hand, I have the Griffin knives that I'm going to be demonstrating the gameplay with. So the way the first rotation works is you throw 3 knives, retrieve, then you throw 2 knives, retrieve, and then you do the same 3 and 2 rotation from the minimum 15-foot distance. So I'm going to show you guys what the 1 rotation looks like. So you start off at the 10-foot line. You'll notice that the target that we're using is the same targets from the World Axe Throwing League. That keeps everything consistent. The scoring is the exact same. It's only slightly more difficult because you have a smaller point to stick the knives in, and you have simultaneous ones being thrown at any given time. So I'm going to throw, so the first one was a bullseye. I'm going to see if I can squeeze another bullseye in by moving to the side, which is allowed. And I went slightly under it, but you see that the knives kind of touched, and this is where strategy comes into play. So I'm going to come in from the right-hand side and see if I can attack the bullseye from here. After my competitor beside me has thrown, the judges are going to call their score, then you retrieve the knives. One important thing to note is that the tip of the knife must be in the board in order for it to score. If it's sticking out, and you've seen this before where you'll have either the guard or you'll have maybe this component of the blade stick in, we've seen it on TV, and you might have seen it on ESPN before, where it resulted in a 0 because the tip was not in there. So now I'm going to do the 2 knives from the 10-foot single rotation. So there I had a drop. That drop is going to count as a 0. So now I'm going to retrieve my knives and do the 2 rotation 5 throws from the minimum 15-foot line. I'm going to line up roughly at about the 17-foot mark. The 15-foot mark is ahead of me, and this is simply just how I throw these knives. So I'm way off on my 2 rotation. I'm not the greatest 2 rotation thrower, but I get to pick up my knives, and then I do 2 more throws. And once I do those 2 throws, that's the final game. Now, one thing that's important to note is you do not have to call kill shots. So my competitor doesn't have to know that I'm going for kills. So if I'm down by a few points because I had a few drops, I'm going to actually go up. I'm not going to say anything, and you don't have to, but I am going to attempt the kill shot. So I missed that one. I'm going to try it again for that same one. And not close. Now, even though I attempted the kill shots, I'm going to get the 2 points. So I'm going to get 2 points here, I'm going to get 1 point. So that's 3 points that I still do get. It's very different from axe throwing, where if you call that kill shot and you miss, you get a 0. In this case, you actually get those points. So that is a very quick and simple summary of how WKTL works. The knives that we use, the specifications, they all have guards. They must be WKTL approved or certified or WKTL knives. So the ones that you see on the board are WKTL certified. These are specifically the Griffins. There's a huge lineup available, including Toro knives, which are now approved for WKTL use. And these are the simplified rules for knife throwing. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you.